Good morning, good evening, good night. Welcome to the Dear Love Podcast. You can catch us at Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, Listen Notes, Google Music, Podbean, all that good stuff. You already know how this go. Let's get right into it. I guess this is the part where we say Merry Christmas, ho ho ho. Listen, when I was growing up, Christmas was like a totally different holiday. Could you imagine a holiday changing like this? We don't even go to the malls anymore. Like I said, the malls used to jump with trains going through it and guys being Santa and stuff like that. You see none of that nowadays. You'll be surprised to find a mall that has a Santa in it. Well, maybe I'm just out of tune, out of touch. I'm not sure. But these were the best times to be in school because for some reason, the schools had heat on a million, right? But somehow a person snuck a snowball in just to throw at the teachers. And it's crazy being a teacher because you got to think, you torment all these kids, if you are a bad teacher, I should say, but you torment all these kids for years or weeks. Don't you know you got to park your car and walk in the building the same way that we walk in the building? The same doors that we use to go in the building? I remember getting up on those mornings when it was snow outside and just staring at the news. Because, we got the news on our phone and stuff now, so we don't really have to sit and watch TV. But we would stare at the school closings. And you always had a friend that stayed like in another district and they were out of school, but you weren't. So they'd be like, yeah, we got the call this morning. We out of school. So you'll be thinking, I know I'm out of school. Like, I ain't even got to watch. And then your mom or your grandparents will say, you ready for school? And you looking outside and you say it's snowing. It's a bad snowstorm. They not calling schools in. But, oh, no, the school is in. And then you just instantly get upset. I remember we had so many snow days one year that it was getting to the point we would have had to make up the time in summer school. And I'm like, that's a lot of days we had out. I didn't know you get a specific amount of days for the year to be out. So kids, I'm telling you now, let your parents know, we ain't going to get out of it. You're going to have to go to summer school to make it up. Another thing that's pretty interesting, I found summer school to be a lot better than regular school. I don't know, it just felt more free. It's like it was more hands-on and you learned a lot. And I think I only went to summer school maybe twice my whole year, but it was one year in elementary school where I decided to just do the summer school thing just to learn more and catch up. And I just never knew how fun it is to learn. Most kids don't want to learn. Let's just be honest. They don't want to learn anything. But you got to think that's the things that come along with being a kid. Being a kid, you might want to learn one day. The next day you might just want to play games. It's so many different things when you're a kid that you go through. Another big thing around, well, not just around Christmas time, but babysitters aren't the same either. Hell, people probably hiring robots to babysit kids now. Or YouTube can babysit your kids now, right? Disney app. I had a babysitter for a long time. And it just really make you think when you go far back like that to how different the world was. I had a babysitter and it made me reconsider, like, first of all, she was a little bit older. I never forget her, Miss Holder. She treated me so well, lived out in Warrensville, and she had, nieces and different things that we would play with. Now, I don't remember if she just was a overall babysitter, like with a lot of kids, or was it just me? I'm not sure, but I remember I could tell you exactly how her house was built and everything, like from the inside. I remember all of these things, and I had to be super young. And she passed away, God rest her soul. And it just make you think, like, wow, we really used to have babysitters and Christmas stories and Christmas carols, people outside. It's so different now. Like Christmas will be here in another week. And to me, you can't even tell. Black Friday, couldn't tell. I mean, it's different. You know, it's a lot different. We got to still show our kids and teach our kids the right way and how things should be. Because I even say with TV shows and things, they trying to reboot a lot of stuff because that's the stuff that sold. Plus, on top of that, let's not act like we don't rebuy things anyway. I mean, Jordans, any type of shoe that come out. I mean, we rebuy things anyway. That's just the world that we live in. We rebuy things. The arcade one-ups that's out now, we rebuy stuff. Even if we have it, if it come out in a different type of form or a different type of way, we're going to get it. I mean, that's just what we do. So you got to always remember that's always going to be the scheme to get us to do it, but they don't even have to do it. I mean, we're going to go that far anyway. I can guarantee you right now, if they said, you can redo your high school years as adults, man, do you know how many people would fly to the school? I know I would be the first just to meet up with your friends and things like that. And now you actually, well, some people did have kids in high school, but now your kids are older now. They have jobs and stuff like that. And then you get to go back to school, bring your teachers back, all type of things like that. That would be a hell of a reunion, a high school reunion, a real high school reunion. I might be on to something there. We might have to, look into that, turn that into something. Hey, why do everybody always say look into something? No one ain't about to do nothing, but I'm going to really look into that because I feel like that's something that we can probably put together. That'd be dope. Pretty cool. But Christmas time is here. Make sure you don't have a lump of coal. Make sure you get all your kids gifts and make sure you get them 1 item a piece, 2 items a piece, because they're going to expect the whole list. If you keep getting them the whole list, you got to break them down easy, Dear Love, T. Shaw, I'm out of here.